Hello everyone. In addition to May being Mental Health Awareness Month, it is also Asthma and Allergy Awareness Month. If you're anything like me, May's flowers might be giving you a little grief, and though May is almost over, the initiated already know that May is the least of it. Allergies can affect people year-round, and so-called spring allergies can last way through July. As such, we here at the CH Booth Library would like to show you how you can learn a little bit more about spring allergies and asthma using Medline Plus. Now, if we go over to health topics and go to ear, nose, and throat, we can find information regarding allergies and, as they're also known, hay fever. So here you can find some general information as well as information regarding the most well-known suspects as far as allergy reactions go. You can also learn more about allergy testing, which will help those interested in learning about possibly getting allergy shots. I know particularly shots regarding dust mites are pretty popular these days, so you always want to make sure you can educate yourself on that before you go so you can expect any possible reactions. And here there's more information regarding therapies and treatments. As I said before, allergy shots right there. The specifics condition is something that I really enjoy because it also highlights some allergies that we don't think of as much, such as sun allergies and roach allergies. Mostly when people think of bug-related allergies, they think of dust mites and bee stings. However, any number of bugs can really put you on the wrong path if you have an allergic reaction to them, as well as anything regarding your environment. And for those who are more of visual learners, Medline Plus also does offer some video. Also, if you're like me, you probably use some form of antihistamine to help you get through the day. And here under the drugs and supplements section, we can find out more information about the brand that you may be using. Let's just type in a common brand name because I know that most people don't know what is actually the scientific name of their allergy medications, because why would you? And here you can see I have chosen Allegra as our sample. I just used Control F and typed Allegra so I don't have to scroll so much. And we are going to use Allegra D as our example. Here in the directory, you can find information on why this medication might be prescribed and used, other uses for this medicine aside from allergies, side effects, and the like. Something that I found somewhat interesting under what other information should I know is this information regarding 24-hour tablets. It's a bit gross to think about, I suppose. However, it's a question that you may or may not have thought of before, and as such, it's always important to learn about these things just in case they do end up happening and worrying you. And over here, you can see symptoms of overdose. Rarely does it happen that someone overdoses on allergy medication. However, if you do, symptoms can be quite serious, as you can see here, hallucinating seizures and coma. So definitely some scary stuff can happen if you're not careful with any medication, even if it's something as simple as allergy medication. Now, onto the subject of asthma. Asthma and allergies obviously are a horrible combination to have, um, as your breathing will be highly impacted. And to learn more about asthma, oops, I misspelled it, but thankfully it knows what I'm talking about. To learn more about asthma, you can just search it in the search bar. You can also find it under health topics, but just to save us some time again. And here we can find the article that Medline Plus has specifically created for asthma, as well as some related outside articles and articles in Medline Plus regarding specifics regarding asthma, such as asthma specifically gotten from allergies, quick relief drugs in asthma, and the like. But let's just go into the general one for now. And if you can recall from when we went to the ear, nose, and throat section, a lot of people think that asthma would be underneath that section. You recall that it was not. That obviously has to do with, the nose and breathing. However, it is a lung disease. It's a lung disease that is commonly found in children and you can grow out of. However, it has long-lasting effects. Even though you may no longer need an inhaler, the effects can go with you through the rest of your life. So here we have some information on allergic asthma. We notice the primary allergens listed are the ones we talked about under the regular allergies section, and also non-allergic asthma as well. Under the risk factors for asthma, I was actually very surprised to learn that your race does have to do with your possible likelihood to develop asthma. That's one of the things that you don't really consider, but is important to note. I myself am Puerto Rican and do have asthma, and I never really considered it as being a possibility as to why I've had it. I just thought I knew it was genetic, but I did not know that that might have been possibly the reason why. So very interesting information right there. And here you have more information regarding how asthma is diagnosed, various treatments, so on and so forth. Just like all the other articles, there are also outside information that has been vetted by those that curate all the articles on Medline Plus. And one section I would like to specifically highlight is the living with section. People with asthma sometimes need to be a little bit more careful. I know that I personally could not really interact as much as I would have liked in gym. However, just because you have asthma doesn't mean you can't work out, you can't have a perfectly happy and healthy life. And here's some information on developing an action plan and making sure that you can manage your asthma as best as you can. Now, we can't talk about asthma without talking about inhalers. So if we just go back up and we type in inhalers into the search bar, we can see a variety of articles regarding inhalers and how to use an inhaler. Sometimes, especially with children, it's very hard to get them to use their inhaler as it can be a little uncomfortable. But Medline Plus does offer some useful pages regarding how to use an inhaler, and for those who are a bit more visual learners, again, the Center of Disease Control right here has some helpful videos on using mirrored inhalers with and without spacers, and also the videos are available in both English and Spanish. So, I hope that this information was useful to you, and may everyone have a happy and hopefully less sniffly rest of your spring. Just like Medline Plus, the CH Booth Library is always here to help. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at CH Booth Library, or on our website www.chboothlibrary.org.